Hey guys, I uh I do apologize. I am pretty sick right now. My nose is just super stuffed, so thank you for dealing with it. But I was debating on whether or not to even make this video. I basically started making YouTube videos a long time ago, actually. And the main reason why I started making YouTube videos was because of the lack of good tutorials on Unison League. And I felt like there were there's so much to Unison League, and I've been playing it for more than 11 years now, and I love the game so much that I just wanted to share my knowledge with other people so that other people could enjoy the game as much as I do. So it's an interesting place, and I wanted to say thank you guys for listening, for watching. Oh man. Um and for putting up with me. I know I am opinionated. I'm not a perfect person by any means, but I try to do my best to be objective and give you guys the honest truth without any BS. I don't want to be the guy that says this is a great monster or this is a good thing or this is a bad thing and not believe it. I've always tried to be as honest as I can be. So last night I made a video at like 3 in the morning, like I usually try to do. Especially since it was the 11th anniversary. I knew the 11th anniversary was coming up, so I stayed up late, watched the monster, looked at the full spawn, waited for everything, and yeah, and I it wasn't it was just like a normal day. Um, and I posted my video on the community Discord and on Reddit, and last night, right before I went to bed, I realized that I had been kicked from the community Discord, not the official A Team Discord, but the community Discord. I had noticed that they had removed the videos. They used to have a videos section, and they no longer have a video section. So I just put it in. They had like an art section, you know. And I also post my videos and stuff like that on Reddit. And I think the reason why I do that, I didn't actually. So it's really interesting. I hate self promoting. I hate self promoting. I think I used to be a voice actor for a very brief time, and the reason why I stopped was because you have to self promote. You have to declare from the rooftops that you're the best in the world. And I really hated that. I hated the idea of, you know, I just want people to listen to me if they want to listen. I want people to listen to me if they enjoy what I have to say or if they think that my knowledge is good. I don't want to have to advertise for myself. But I remember vividly there was a person. It was one of my early videos, since I returned to YouTube, and I went on Reddit and somebody was asking all of these questions. And somebody else had posted my video telling that person to go. And I messaged that person. It was the first time anyone had ever linked one of my videos. I was amazed that people actually listened to me. And I messaged that person. I said, was it helpful? And they messaged me. They said, thank you so much. That was really helpful. You answered all my questions. So I started going on Reddit and answering people's questions. And I realized why am I wasting so much time answering people's questions when I can make videos on this? And so what I did was I made videos on it, and then I would post my videos. I'd say instead of me sitting here and trying to explain it to you in 10 paragraphs, how about I just give you a video and it'll answer everything you're asking. And so I got banned for trying to help people the first time. And the reason that they gave me on Reddit was that I was just self-promoting. And I was like, okay, I mean, that's fair. I wasn't answering people's questions anymore. I was actually just posting my videos. But my videos were made specifically to answer all of these questions. And now I have been permanently banned from both the community Discord and from Reddit. And I wasn't going to make this video because I'm not a big drama guy. It's like whatever. It kind of hurt me emotionally because I just make my videos for the love of it. I don't get paid to make videos. I don't make any money. I'm a college student. I have better things to do. You know, I'm a chemistry major. I'm going into a BS in chemistry. That is extremely time consuming. There are weeks when I physically can't make any videos. It's just impossible. I had, there's just too much going on in my life. I'm also married, there's a lot. And so I'm not really a big drama guy. It's just whatever, but it did hurt because, I just make videos for the fun of it. I love the game. I want other people to love the game. And so I figured I'd make this video just to let you guys know that I will no longer be posting on Reddit or on Discord. And I know that about 50% of my community used to come from these third-party websites. Now I think most people know who I am, which is nice. And I think most of my traffic does come from YouTube itself now. So I hardly get any traffic from anywhere else. But I did want to let you guys know I will no longer be posting on Reddit or Discord, the community Discord. Now, I have been asked so many times to make a Discord. I would love to have a Discord. If any of you guys want to run the Discord, then we can make it happen. But honestly, the reality is that I don't have time, and I'm not really a social person. I spend most of my time actually not even talking to my own guild. There are many times where I don't say anything in my own guild Discord, which people that I see every single day for guild battle and stuff like that. I don't even talk to them on a daily or bi-daily time frame. There have been probably weeks where I have gone without saying anything in the Discord. And I feel like that's just not a great environment for a group of eager people to learn the game. That's my biggest gripe with making a Discord. But I would be absolutely overjoyed if somebody else wants to run the Discord and I can just be there. I don't want to moderate it. I don't want to do anything. But let me know if that's, you can message me if that's something you're interested in. But I figured I would go over their reasoning for the ban because I thought it was kind of interesting and I wanted to address some of the things. So let me just start off by saying that although I don't believe myself to be a dumb person, I am also really, really bad at reading aloud. The elementary school kid inside of me has never graduated, and I'm still bad at this. So just to let you guys know. All right, let's redo this quest. And I'm currently grinding because I wanted to make a video on the 11th anniversary stuff. There's a piece of defense gear. Anyway, that I wanted to check before I made that video. So this is the second time you've been banned for spamming only self-promotion. But the ban is being upgraded due to the fact that we've received several complaints that the information contained in your videos or in your reviews and guides are allegedly accurate, are not accurate, or helpful. This is something we take extremely serious due to the heavy cost of mistakes in this game. That is 100% a fair comment. My opinions are always that, opinions. And I think that you should always take anyone's opinions, not just mine, but anyone's, for a grain of salt. You never take anyone 100% for their word, because the truth is that everyone has their own opinions. I am absolutely biased towards certain things, but I have been around the block for a long time, and I try to tell you about my bias. I've played every single class in the entire game. I have spent money maining over the 11 years I've played Unison League. I've spent money and time and my own efforts maining every single class in the entire game. There's not a class in the game I have not spent years playing just that class. So I feel like I am quite a good person to be able to tell new players what they should avoid and what they should not avoid. However, with that being said, I'm 100% biased. There are things I don't know, and that is fair. This is a game where, your fun and enjoyment can come directly from a wallet or a bank account. I never want to be the person that tries to influence your bank account or your well-being for that. So, whether or not it's accurate, I can't speak to it. I get messages all the time, which, by the way, thank you so much. I get so much support. I get messages daily, weekly, all the time. People saying hi to me. Feel free to message me in game, say thank you and stuff like that. Those messages make my day. That's the reason I make videos, is because I absolutely love helping you guys. And yeah. But let's go to the next paragraph. Unison League is short on video content creators. That's why I started. And while your efforts and consistency with it are appreciated and encouraged, please understand that if you're going to make guide content, you should at least take care to ensure that the content itself is verifiably true and accurate. Plenty of resources exist from dedicated high-level players and testers to reference if you need them. That's a really interesting comment here. I'll leave that up. It's a really interesting comment. I actually got most of my data and most of my knowledge because I have spent countless hours doing testing. The reason why I know the ability powers and the percentages and stuff like that is because I've done it. And the reason why I know that bubbles are more powerful than auras when you're talking about like rage versus a bubble is because I've tested it. I've put it all into Excel documents, and we've mapped out hundreds of situations in order to verify that the data that we're getting is correct. And we've done it in not just PvP, but also PvE. A lot of the knowledge that I have is from testing. And I don't have, it's unfortunate, I don't have most of the data as like, here is where I got it from and blah, 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 blah. Well, because I've played the game for 11 years, and, I used to be a little kid from nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. So it's one of those things that I absolutely agree. There are good people out there, but most of the people are wrong. And it's really hard to convince somebody that they're wrong without showing them. And so I have done that. I used to show people like, look, you're wrong. This is how they calculate data and blah, 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 blah. But the truth is that some people are just wrong and stupid. And no matter how much you try to convince them, they're still going to be wrong and stupid at the end of the day. They can't change it. So, I do basically most of the information that I have is from years of playing and game testing and devising correct tests in order to verify that ability power scales and works the way that we think that it does. And that's it. That's it. Basically, most of my data comes from personal experience. And I don't believe people until I test it myself. Somebody says something and then I say, well, I don't know about that. And I go and test it. And then it seems that they're wrong. So that one's kind of like a meh. I believe it if I see it. If you were to disclaim more clearly, these are simply your opinions and not advising people on choices they should make, as one does with the guide, then we wouldn't have such an issue aside from the self promotion spam. It's interesting. I always present myself as a guide. At least I believe that I always present myself as a guide. However, people are stupid just overall. A lot of people in society just need to be told what to do. And especially a new player, I believe, just should be told what to do. And the reason is because the game is really complicated and you only have a certain amount of gems. Sometimes a spawn is amazing for a free-to-play player and horrible for a player that's been around for a long time. And sometimes just saying that, I believe, is a better decision than beating around the bush, being some bushwhacker and, saying that, well, it's kind of good, kind of bad. It kind of depends. And then just leaving it at that. I don't believe that that's a good guide. But I absolutely believe that everything is my opinions. And I believe, like I said earlier, that you should never take anyone's opinions as gospel. You should always, learn yourself, try to do your own research, and do what's best for you. I don't want to push anyone to do anything that they're not comfortable with. So, since you've been made aware of both of these concerns in the past multiple times, this ban will be permanent, and you may appeal in the future if you like, but your guides and reviews in a game as complicated as Unison League must be up to a certain standard to make sure people don't make costly mistakes. As mentioned, we take this seriously, so please understand this action is not taken lightly. If you have a question regarding your ban, you may contact the moderator team by the reply message. Reminder from your Reddit admin team, if you use another account to circumvent this community ban, that will be considered a violation of Reddit rules and may result in an account being banned from the platform as a whole. Now, I thought that last bit was absolutely hilarious. I think me and basically everyone else on Reddit would benefit from being banned on Reddit. Reddit is just such a place to be. It's a place, man. I'm gonna miss it when Reddit is gone. It's gonna be so sad. It's the most. Oh man, it's just so diabolical. There's so much stuff on Reddit. It would probably be good for me to actually be permanently banned off of Reddit. But I thought that last bit was pretty funny. So yeah, that's the whole shebang. And I didn't really notice this actually. So I'm not super big on Reddit actually. I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time. I just kind of scroll for the fun of it and post when I want to. But apparently I have 6 followers. I thought that was crazy fun. And yeah, I noticed. So it's interesting. I go over some last little bits of information. I noticed that Reddit had been removing my videos from Reddit for a while, but sometimes they don't remove them. And then those videos end up being the top videos of the week. And then they get removed. So I thought that was kind of fun. And then I don't know. Do I believe that it's a conspiracy against me? It's interesting. I used to be on a Discord with a bunch of just old friends. And there was somebody who got angry at me for making a video. And they were saying, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. And he was so angry over this video. This is probably the only side of Unison League that I don't like. There is a huge contingency of the player base that is super opinionated and believes that they're 100% right. They have egos the size of the moon. and they just want to start drama, and it's really unfortunate. It's probably the only reason that I don't that I would suggest somebody to not play Unison League, is that there is a lot of drama in Unison League. But my current guild is fantastic. I love my guys, and yeah. But he was trying to fight with me, and I was like, man, this is not that deep. This is just a video. If you don't like it, you can put a downvote. I welcome open opinion. If you want to question me, or if you have more questions, let me know. And he just kept like attacking me as a person and all this stuff. And I was like, man. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, do you have a problem with me? Or are you just angry in general? Like, you need some help? You want somebody to talk to? Like, let me know. Because that's not healthy for anyone. And he stopped messaging me. And then all of this stuff kind of ramped up. So I'm curious. There's a conspiracy theorist inside of me who believes that there is a contingency of the player base that hates me. And I'm not sure why. I if somebody thinks that they can make better YouTube videos than me, I am 100% sure they can. I used to make really high quality YouTube videos that would take forever to make. And then I would never self promote, and they would basically get no views. And I burnt out because I was sad. But now I feel like I just make videos for the fun of it, and people want to watch me and enjoy my content, and I appreciate it so much. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know I will be making videos, but I won't be posting anymore online. Mostly, you'll have to basically just find me on YouTube. I don't have social media. I don't have a Reddit. I mean, I guess I do have a Reddit account. You can still message me, I guess. I have a Discord. Oh man, I do have a Discord. But I'm pretty sure I have messages like DMs turned off. So you have to send me a friend request, which most of the time I accept. Oh snap! I'm actually dying. What the heck? All right. Well, I guess I lost that. Oh, man. But I wanted to add some final thoughts. I wanted to say thank you guys so much. I wasn't gonna make a video for 500 subscribers, but we made it. I did make it to over 500 subscribers, which I thought was unbelievable. So I wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting me and for doing all this stuff. I will continue to make videos, so don't worry, I'll still be around. But yeah, let me know if anyone wants to make a Discord. Let me know if anyone has any questions or concerns about what's going on. Feel free to message me. It's fine. But I'm not going anywhere as long as I don't get banned from Unison League itself or from YouTube. But I'll be around, So I just wanted to let you guys know. And thank you guys so much for the support. Honestly, it has been incredible to see that not just a handful of people, but so many people have reached out to me and said thank you. And I don't regret doing any of it at all. I'm so grateful every single day that I can make videos, and I'm healthy enough and strong enough to be able to do this, and I'm in a position that I can. So I'm just so grateful for everything that I've been given. And I just wanted to say thank you guys. So I will catch you guys later. So yeah, have a good one.